Hi, this is Chuck with another video for you today. We're going to be talking about the generational strategy for multiplying T4T churches and groups. And really, the way we want to look at this, the best illustration is this is a family. And families reproduce individuals, and individuals reproduce families, and it's a very organic, natural way to multiply. Now, what we don't want to do is we don't want to do the divide and conquer strategy where, we get 20 to 40 people in the church and we say, hey, let's split this thing and now we'll have two churches. Well, it sounds good, it might look good, but it feels terrible because it feels just like a divorce. You'll get people to do this one time and after that they won't ever do it again. It's too painful. So what we really want to do is just take our cues from God and how He designed the family, the church. We have a couple of individuals, they say, let's start a church, and then they begin to make disciples, and individuals begin establishing individuals in the faith and leading people to Christ, and then we have a family. And what we want to do in that family is that's where they get their training, their nurturing, their discipling, but we also want them to stay in that family. We don't want to do the divide and conquer strategy. But we also, at the same time, are launching them. They're going out and sharing the gospel. They're going out leading people to Christ. And we're telling them that we definitely want them to train here. In fact, they are in training to reach individuals for Christ and to start new churches, new families. And as they are launching out doing this, we're telling them that as soon as you're ready to lead a Bible study, that we want you to go out there and start your own church, but you stay here for your training. And what that looks like on the ground is this. On Tuesday nights, we have a church that meets in the inner city of San Antonio, and this is the mother church. And let's say that we have Carlos and Juliana. They both have the vision, and they say, you know what, we've been sharing the gospel, and we've led a couple of people to Christ. Now, instead of bringing their kids back to be parented in the mother church, what they're going to do, as any good parent would, is they're going to go parent their own kids and they're going to start a church. Now, you notice that there's the umbilical cord, we like to call this the spiritual umbilical cord, between the two, because Juliana and Carlos are going to come every Tuesday night to be trained, to be fed, to be discipled, but they have their church on Thursday night. So that spiritual umbilical cord is very important. When we send young laborers out, we've got to keep them connected so that they can continue to get their training so they can raise their kids right. It's not really natural for me to bring my kids back to be parented by grandpa and grandma. But on the other hand, it's very natural for my kids to come back to me and ask for advice on how to raise their kids, especially if I was a good parent. And so that's the kind of organic process that we've established where the laborers stay connected on Tuesday night, they're getting trained, but they have started their own church on Thursday night. And this gives young laborers the opportunity not only to labor, but to see the modeling that they need in order to be successful at raising the next generations of disciples. And so the multiplication process is going to continue because we're developing strong laborers, and we should soon start seeing the third generation and more churches being planted as people get the vision, go out, start their own churches, but remain in the mother church in order to be trained. This is a generational strategy. It's great for multiplication, and it really trains the laborer quickly. And the laborer learns best by laboring. They have a whole new set of questions when they come back to you for training. They're asking about their quiet time, sure, but they're also asking, how do I help this person become like Christ? How do I make a disciple? Very important part of the generational strategy. Hope this is helpful.